For nearly 2 decades, this jet has ruled the sky with a perfect combat record, meaning it has 0 recorded losses in any engagement. But in an age of drones, hypersonics, and 6th-generation fighters, can the F-22 Raptor still own the battlefield, or is the reign of America's deadliest fighter finally coming to an end? Subscribe to Tactical Jet for weekly deep dives into the world's most advanced aircraft. Birth of a legend. The F-22 Raptor wasn't born from a single design. It emerged from one of the most intense competitions in aviation history. In the early 1980s, the U.S. Air Force launched the Advanced Tactical Fighter Program, or ATF. The mission was clear: design a fighter that could dominate Soviet air defenses and outmatch any aircraft in the world for the next 50 years. 2 aerospace giants competed for the contract. Lockheed teamed with Boeing and General Dynamics, while Northrop partnered with McDonnell Douglas. Both teams built flying prototypes. Lockheed's YF-22 and Northrop's YF-23 were both revolutionary, both stealthy, both capable of supercruise. But in April 1991, the Air Force chose the YF-22. Why? According to publicly available reports, it came down to agility, thrust vectoring, and lower technical risk. The YF-23 was faster and stealthier in some aspects, but the YF-22 could turn tighter and maneuver harder, critical advantages in close-range combat. The first production F-22 took flight in 1997. By the time it entered operational service in December 2005, the Cold War was over. Critics called it a solution looking for a problem. Too expensive, too specialized. Built for a threat that no longer existed. They were wrong. Fast forward to 2025, and the F-22 holds a perfect combat record, meaning 0 losses. While it has never engaged an enemy fighter in air-to-air combat, its only air-to-air engagements resulted in downing a Chinese surveillance balloon and another unidentified object in 2023. In training exercises like Northern Edge and Red Flag, Raptors routinely achieve staggering kill ratios, sometimes as high as 144-0 against 4th-generation fighters. The F-22 wasn't built for the threats of the 1990s. It was built for the threats of today and tomorrow. Stealth secrets. The F-22's first weapon isn't its missiles, it's near invisibility. And even after 20 years, no adversary has cracked the code. Stealth isn't just about shape, it's about materials, design precision, and relentless engineering. The F-22's airframe is covered in radar-absorbing materials, or RAM, that swallow electromagnetic waves instead of reflecting them back to enemy radar. These coatings are so specialized that they require constant maintenance. According to Aviation Week reports, maintaining the stealth coating is one of the most labor-intensive aspects of F-22 operations. But the real breakthrough is in the shape. Those sharp angles, flat surfaces, and edge alignment aren't just aesthetic. They're calculated to deflect radar signals away from their source. Every surface, every panel, every edge is designed with radar cross-section reduction in mind. Here's what sets the F-22 apart. It was designed for all-aspect stealth. That means it's nearly invisible from the front, sides, rear, and even below. Compare that to earlier stealth aircraft like the F-117, which was only stealthy from certain angles, or even the F-35, which prioritizes frontal stealth over all-aspect coverage. The result? On conventional radar bands, the F-22's signature is often described as smaller than a marble. Some reports suggest it's comparable to a small bird or insect. By the time an enemy radar operator realizes what they're detecting, the Raptor has already positioned for the kill. This isn't active jamming that can be detected and countered. This is passive stealth. The aircraft simply doesn't appear where it should, and that's what makes it so lethal. Even China's J-20 and Russia's Su-57, both designed specifically to counter the F-22, struggle to match its all-aspect stealth profile. The Raptor remains the gold standard. Supercruise Advantage. Most fighter jets can go supersonic, but only for short bursts. The F-22 can cruise at supersonic speeds all day long without afterburners. This capability is called Supercruise, and it's a game changer. Traditional fighters need afterburners to break the sound barrier, which guzzles fuel and lights them up on infrared sensors like a flare in the night. The F-22's Pratt & Whitney F-119 engines are so powerful that it can cruise at Mach 1.5 over 1,100 miles per hour without afterburners. Why does this matter? 3 reasons. First, it extends the F-22's operational range. Without burning through fuel with afterburners, it can stay in the fight longer and cover more territory. Second, it keeps the Raptor stealthy. Afterburners create a massive heat signature that enemy infrared sensors can detect from miles away. Supercruise eliminates that vulnerability. Third, it gives the F-22 a decisive speed advantage in combat. While enemy fighters are deciding whether to use their afterburners, the Raptor is already supersonic, positioning itself for the kill. During red flag exercises in Alaska, some of the most realistic air combat training in the world, F-22s reportedly intercepted simulated targets before they even appeared on AWACS radar. No afterburners, no warning. Just silent, supersonic dominance. In air combat, speed is life. And the F-22 has more of it than anyone else. Thrust vectoring, defying physics. The F-22 doesn't just fly, it dances. And that's because of thrust vectoring. Most fighter jets are limited by the laws of physics. They can only maneuver as sharply as their control surfaces, wings, tail, rudder, allow. But the F-22 has a secret weapon. Its engines can pivot up and down by 20 degrees, directing thrust in ways that defy conventional aerodynamics. This is called thrust vectoring, and it allows the Raptor to perform maneuvers that would be impossible for any other aircraft. It can pitch its nose up or down faster, execute tighter turns, and even fly at angles of attack that would cause other jets to stall and fall out of the sky. In a dogfight, this is lethal. The F-22 can point its nose and its weapons at an enemy before that enemy can even react. Pilots describe it as post-stall maneuvering, the ability to maintain control even when the aircraft should be falling. Chief Test Pilot Paul Metz, who flew the first F-22, said he would hate to face a Raptor in a dogfight due to its remarkable nose-pointing agility at both high and low speeds. It's not just an advantage, it's dominance. And in close-range combat, it's the difference between winning and losing. Sensor fusion, the God's eye view. The F-22 doesn't just see the battlefield, it owns it. Modern air combat isn't about dogfights anymore. It's about information, the side that sees first, shoots first, and wins. The F-22's avionics suite, its radar, sensors, and data links give it an unmatched picture of the battle space. The AN/APG-77 AESA radar can track dozens of targets simultaneously at ranges reportedly exceeding 100 miles. It can detect, identify, and prioritize threats before enemy pilots even know the Raptor is there. Here's the difference. Where an F-15 pilot sees dots on a radar screen and has to interpret what each one means, the Raptor pilot sees a God's eye view with threat levels, identification, and engagement solutions already calculated. It's the difference between reading sheet music and hearing the symphony. The upgraded AN/APG-77 V1 radar, now being integrated into the fleet, adds even more capability. Better resolution, longer range, and enhanced electronic attack modes. Combined with modern data links that allow F-22s to share information with F-35s, bombers, and even drones, the Raptor becomes the quarterback of the entire air battle. This is the advantage that makes the F-22 unbeatable. It doesn't just react to threats, it anticipates them, coordinates responses, and controls the engagement from start to finish. What do you think keeps the F-22 relevant? Stealth or software? Comment below. Why only 187 were built? If the F-22 is so dominant, why did the US only build 187 of them? The answer is cost, politics, and timing. Each F-22 Raptor has a flyaway cost of approximately $143 million, and that's just for the airframe. When you factor in development costs, the total program cost per aircraft is closer to $350 million. That makes it one of the most expensive fighter jets ever built. The original plan called for 750 F-22s to replace the aging F-15 fleet and ensure air superiority against the Soviet Union. But by the mid-2000s, the Cold War was over. The Soviet Union had collapsed. The US was focused on counterinsurgency operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, conflicts where stealth fighters weren't the priority. In 2009, then Secretary of Defense Robert Gates argued that the military didn't need hundreds of air superiority fighters when the immediate threats were insurgents and improvised explosive devices. Congress agreed and cut the program to 187 aircraft. Production ended in 2011, but there was another reason: export restrictions. The F-22 is so advanced that Congress banned its export to any country, even close allies like Japan, Australia, and Israel. The technology was considered too sensitive to risk falling into the wrong hands. Critics called the decision short-sighted, arguing that a larger fleet would be needed to counter rising threats from China and Russia. Supporters said 187 Raptors were enough to ensure air superiority anywhere in the world. Here's the reality. Those 187 aircraft are enough, and because the F-22 was designed to be upgradable, they're getting better every year. Upgrades and modernization. The F-22 isn't standing still. It's evolving. The Air Force is investing over $7.8 billion in a massive modernization campaign to keep the Raptor fleet with new capabilities that will keep it relevant into the 2040s and beyond. These aren't minor tweaks. They're fundamental enhancements that address emerging threats. Here's what's being integrated. New sensors and radar modes. The AN/APG-77V1 radar upgrade provides better target resolution, longer detection ranges, and enhanced electronic warfare capabilities to counter advanced air defenses. Improved data links. Modern Link 16 and next-generation data links allow F-22s to share real-time information with F-35s, B-21 bombers, drones, and even ground forces. This turns the Raptor into a node in a larger network, multiplying its effectiveness. Advanced weapons integration. The F-22 is being certified to carry the AIM-260 Joint Advanced Tactical Missile, a long-range air-to-air weapon designed to outrange Chinese and Russian missiles. This extends the Raptor's reach and lethality. Upgraded cockpit displays, new helmet-mounted cueing systems, and enhanced multifunction displays give pilots better situational awareness and faster decision-making. Open Mission Systems architecture. This is the game changer. Instead of proprietary, hard-coded systems, the F-22 is being upgraded with open architecture that allows rapid software updates, similar to updating apps on your phone, except the phone is a $350 million fighter jet. The goal is simple: ensure the F-22 remains the apex predator until the next-generation air dominance fighter, NGAD, is ready to take over. And even then, the Raptor will likely continue flying alongside sixth-generation aircraft, providing proven air superiority while newer platforms mature. The F-22 isn't retiring, it's reloading. F-22 versus F-35. Teammates, not rivals. People love to compare the F-22 and F-35, but it's the wrong question. They're not competitors, they're teammates designed for different missions. The F-22 was designed for one purpose: air superiority. Its job is to clear the skies of enemy fighters and establish total control of the airspace. It's the tip of the spear, the first aircraft into contested territory, the one that kicks down the door. The F-35, on the other hand, is a multi-role fighter. It's designed to do a little bit of everything: air-to-air combat, air-to-ground strikes, reconnaissance, electronic warfare, close air support. It's more versatile and more affordable, but it sacrifices some performance to achieve that versatility. In a real conflict, here's how they work together. F-22s go in first, eliminate enemy fighters, and establish air superiority. Then F-35s come in behind them to strike ground targets, gather intelligence, suppress air defenses, and provide close air support to ground forces. Think of it this way: the F-22 is the heavyweight champion, unmatched in the ring, built for one-on-one dominance. The F-35 is the Swiss Army knife, versatile, adaptable, capable of handling multiple missions. You don't choose between them, you use both. The F-22 clears the sky. The F-35 owns the battlefield. Together, they're unstoppable, and that's exactly how the U.S. Air Force plans to use them for the next 2 decades. Global impact. The world reacts. The F-22's greatest weapon isn't its missiles or its stealth. It's the psychological effect it has on adversaries. In exercises with allied air forces, F-22s have achieved kill ratios that border on absurd. During red flag exercises in Alaska, Raptors routinely achieve reported ratios of 30-to-1 or higher against simulated adversaries. In exercises like Northern Edge 2006, F-22s achieved a kill ratio of 144-0 against fourth-generation adversaries. But the real fear comes from what the F-22 represents. The knowledge that if war breaks out, you will not control your own airspace. Your fighters will be hunted, your bombers will be vulnerable, your air defenses will be overwhelmed before you can respond. This is why China and Russia have invested billions in developing their own fifth-generation fighters. China's J-20 Mighty Dragon entered service in 2017, designed specifically with the F-22 in mind. Russia's Su-57 Felon followed, though production has been limited. Both aircraft represent serious attempts to counter the Raptor's dominance. But here's the reality. They're still playing catch-up. Until recently, most J-20s lacked the engine technology for true supercruise, though newer variants with the powerful WS-15 engine are now addressing this gap. The Su-57's stealth characteristics reportedly don't match the F-22's all-aspect design, and neither has the combat record or operational experience that the Raptor has accumulated over nearly 20 years. The F-22 didn't just change American air power, it changed the entire global calculus of air warfare. Every fighter developed since 2005 has been designed with one question in mind: how do we survive against the Raptor? So far, no one has found the answer. Future of air dominance. The F-22 was designed in the 1980s. Can it really remain relevant until 2040 or beyond? The answer is yes. The Raptor's core strengths, stealth, speed, maneuverability, and sensor fusion, are still unmatched. The upgrades being rolled out will ensure it can counter emerging threats like hypersonic missiles, advanced air defenses, and sixth-generation fighters. The Air Force has committed to keeping the F-22 in service until at least 2040. By then, the next-generation air dominance fighter, NGAD, will be ready to take over. But until that day comes, the Raptor remains the undisputed king of the skies. And even when NGAD arrives, don't be surprised if the F-22 is still flying alongside it, still hunting, still dominating, still unbeaten. For nearly 20 years, the F-22 Raptor has maintained a perfect combat record, 0 losses. While it has never faced an enemy fighter in air-to-air combat, its dominance in training exercises and its real-world performance are undeniable. It's faster than its enemies, stealthier than its rivals, more maneuverable than physics should allow. And with over $1 billion in upgrades on the way, it's not slowing down. The F-22 isn't just a fighter jet, it's a statement, a reminder that air superiority isn't about numbers, it's about dominance. If you think the Raptor's reign is over, wait until you see what's coming next, the NGAD. Watch that next. Hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Tactical Jet because we're just getting started.